Hi, this is Cody Toppert, and I'm going to talk a little bit today about pick and roll passing. We're going to look at the different reads, the different types of passes we'll make, why we're going to make those passes, and then how to formulate a drill so when you're working on your game, you're able to make the same passes that James Harden and Chris Paul are making in the games. All right, so let's say the ball handler's right here. Bardo's going to be guarding the ball, and you're going to be my big man right here, so you're the big fella. All right, so when we come up and we set this screen coming from this angle, all right, if the defensive coverage, all right, is going to be a right or a left call, that means that the direction that the screen is coming from, the guy who is guarding the screener is going to make that call. And in this case, it's going to be hitting Bardo on his right shoulder, so I'm going to call right, right, right. When I come up and make that call right here, that means that we're going to be sending the ball handler back to the middle of the floor. So when the ball handler comes over the middle of the floor, the reads that we're going to make are dependent on the level of the man defending the screener. So if I'm up and I'm within touch distance of this man and my guy rolls out of the screen, all right, what he's going to be able to do is get behind the screener's defender, which is me. Once he gets behind me, we know that an overhead pass into this pocket of space is going to be the likely solution, right? And making this pass off the dribble is a deadly way, right, to play in the pick and roll, which at the NBA level, there's roughly 75 pick and rolls per game. So if we can make this pass off the bounce into this pocket of space, all right, we're heading the right direction. Now, in order to drill this concept right here, all right, let's set the screen, come off. Actually, here, I'll take the ball, right? So when I come off right here and he rolls out, he's going to roll into that pocket of space. I'm going to attack the elbow, and I'm going to try to make this pass over the top off the bounce with one hand, all right? So when we do this drill, we're going to have two players out here. You guys are, one's going to be a screener, one's going to be on offense, and then we're going to flip it, all right? All right, now to set up the drill, all right, if you get in the gym and it's just you, a buddy, and a basketball, all right, we're going to show a continuous pick and roll passing drill that will constantly turn over. We're going to sprint into the screen, we're going to sprint out of the screen, we're going to make the pass, and perhaps one of the most important things in the game today is our ability to relocate behind the three-point line and knock down a shot. Let's take a look. Touch the block. Good. Good. Nice. Relocate. Great pass. Great shot. Perfect. All right, now, so what we did right there, and both of our players here are right-handed players, but we want to be ambidextrous pick and roll passers, meaning we want to be able to make the same pass with our right hand that we make with our left hand. Because in the game of basketball, we always want it to be defender body ball. So we want to shield the ball from the defense. Making these one-handed passes is an incredibly important skill in today's game. Let's flip the court and take a look with their strong hand on the right side. Very good. Whenever we're doing these multiplayer two-man pick and roll drills where you've got one ball, just you and your buddy, you're in the gym by yourself, a couple key teaching points when we're running to set that screen, even if we're not position 5, all right, we want to make sure we're sprinting through the elbow. And as the ball handler, we want to make sure we don't initiate our dribble until the screen actually takes place. There's two types of picks, right? The picks where we are in a triple threat position and haven't activated our bounce, and those where we've already started to dribble. All right, so it's important for us to know the difference. If we haven't activated our bounce, wait for the screener to get set so you don't get a moving screen. Sprint all the way up to the level of the screen when we set the screen, and then make sure that we're diving out of it hard, and again, continue to work on our passes. So what we saw previously here was an over-the-top hook pass against a defense that is up at the level of the screen. Now we're going to take a look and say, what if the defender guarding the screener does not get to the level of the screen? So he's 3 to 4 steps back, almost playing center field, or what we call at the NBA level drop coverage. We're going to show you guys a couple solutions for that right now. So as my screener comes up to set this pick, just like we previously had, a key thing that you want to do is you want to arrive to the screen without your defender attached. Meaning if you can get separation from your defender before you set the screen, now your defender is going to be late to the screen, which means if we come up and set this pick right here, and I'm still back here, and my player turns the corner again to the middle of the floor, he's got all this space to eat up now. And he's gonna put me back on my heels. Now, because I'm below the level of the screen, that also means, right, that I am below the level of the roll man initially. So when we roll out of this particular screen, the look that we're gonna have is the early pocket pass. And what we're gonna do is make that pass with our outside hand. So play defense right here on me. You can guard the screener right now, below the level, scoot back a little bit. You know, come in, we're going half speed right now. So we come up to set the screen and freeze it right here. I come off the screen, I'm obviously shoulder to hip, I'm nice and low. This guy's gonna try to drive over the top of the screen, and now our big is below the level. So when we roll out right here, I'm gonna recognize that, and I'm looking for that early left-handed pocket pass when going to the left, the early right-handed pocket pass when going to the right. Let's take a look. Perfect, nice, beautiful, beautiful. Fire it, good, good, good. Very nice, good. Very nice, very nice. Beautiful. Great, 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 great. Make another one, knock it down. Beautiful, all right. Now, once again, we touched on the importance of being an ambidextrous passer in the pick and roll. So anything we do, any passes we make with the right hand, we gotta make them with the left hand. And again, we just started here and saw earlier, we were making them with the left. Let's take a look with the right. Switch sides, get a couple reps in. Here we go, here we go. Good job, guys. Yep, there it is. There it is. Perfect. Nice, I like it. Good. Good, all right, so a couple of teaching points here for us. One is, right, you guys look tired already, right? So it's not a race. It doesn't have to turn over continuously. The game of basketball is about consecutive action, right? But again, our ability to have pace, slow down, can actually be more valuable than our actual top speed, right? Which means shoot your shot, get your rebound, right? We're into the next rep. I don't have to just get it out and fire it. This is not a conditioning drill. This is a technical drill, which means reset to the opposite block, right? Fire the pass to your teammate. And then when it's time to go into your thing, we're running through the elbow. So we should pass right through here to get ourselves a shoulder square to the sideline angle to set the screen and then roll out. Another thing I want to touch on real quick here is when we're rolling. So let's come and set this screen real quick. There's two ways to roll, all right? And there's what we call a half roll or a short roll, right? And typically on that, when you set the screen, you're gonna open this way with a reverse pivot. Turn the corner, we're gonna reverse pivot, open up to the defense. There's always a time and win for that type of a roll. But the quickest way to get from A to B is gonna be a spin out or restricted roll, which means now we're gonna forward pivot as my player comes off the screen. We're gonna forward pivot. The concept is gonna include us going chin to shoulder, all right, chin to shoulder, and now we're just like a sprinter, we're shot out of a cannon to the rim. The faster we roll, the harder we roll, the more likely we are to incorporate a third defensive player into the pick and roll. If we don't incorporate that third defensive player into the pick and roll, then you, the roll man, are gonna be open. And if you do, you're gonna have receivers open on the perimeter and create a great three-point shot.